Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Today my voice is not doing the hottest, but that's fine! Flurry! Nose fresh Steven. We're waiting for the perfect moment to send you a surprise present. Pick this up for you after hemming and hawing for 5 hours. I really hope you like it. If not, please don't tell me. No pressure, Flurry. I forgot to even grab the present off of it. Present. Place in pockets. Alright. I also forgot to do the message bottle again. What's up, Mega Builder? I had more clarity during a runner's high and came up with the absolute coolest DIY idea. I got super psyched about it. Had to share it with someone. Now we're secret DIY buds. You got the skills, Bill. Honeycomb wall. I already know how to make that. Flurry got us a kiwi umbrella. Well, I do like the kiwi umbrella. It's very cute. But I have this umbrella, which I like more. I like my ghost umbrella a lot more than I like that one. I don't even know why my voice is dying. Let's do that again. I'm a bit gassy. Oh, jeez. This just ain't going great. But it is Sunday, so that means fireworks. I might try for next Sunday to actually, like, come up with some firework ideas. Post them. Let's do this! Come on, those fireworks shouldn't be the only things making noise, Nightshade. Wow. It's a fair point. It's a fair point, Muffy. We got Bug Off. Oh, so there's gonna be... Okay, there's gonna be a KK concert in the fireworks show. Maybe. Or will there just not be a KK show? Or will there not be... I don't know which. Snake is trying to set the island on fire again. I love guessing which shapes these fireworks will take next. Will we see a star? Flowers? Hearts? Honestly, they could all be shaped like frozen custard or a photo album. Still totes clap. That's fair. Alright, Snake, what's up? Ooh, there they go. The fireworks are going off now, Colonel. I think I can sustain this energy for the rest of the night, Colonel. You know it! Yeah, I have no doubt. I have no doubt, Snake. Hello, Gala. Goodness, the fireworks show finally started. I don't know how much more anticipation I could take. I was starting to cheer every time I heard a door slam or a balloon pop. Let's make some memories. And Flurry! Look, Steven, look! No, not at me. Look up at the sky. It's simply dazzling, Snowcone. Sights like these always take my breath away, Snowcone. If I'd rather look at you. But then. And Red, I'll be back for gambling. I don't feel like gambling right now. Especially where I'm just gonna get a bunch of drinks. It's gonna be a lot of boba tea again. Sky! Hope you'd stop by Airmail. Wanna chat? I like bacon pear cake. It's great with milk tea. I always eat too much of it, Airmail. Since I'm the one baking the cakes, I can't resist. It's kind of a problem. Yeah, that is just kind of how it be when you're baking stuff. So, I have things Phantasy Star to ramble about today. And it purely comes down to having now, on stream, beaten the hardest boss in that game. By far. I think basically everyone would agree. The story mode duel against Phaleg is the hardest fight. There's really nothing harder, especially if you're doing it on level. But really, being level 100 doesn't change things all that much. It's still a devastatingly hard fight. Like, I say that because the gear I'm even using is well above what you would have had at the time. Well, it's not well above. Episode 4 did introduce 14-star equipment, which is almost to the level of the 15-star stuff I'm using. But, yeah. It, definitely is not easy. It's basically a fight that demands perfection of you. Because, like, for those who have never played PSO2, this fight cuts all of your healing down to a quarter. So your Trimites, or Trimates, which usually are 100% HP recovers, are now only a quarter. They still take just as long, but they're now basically a monomate. That takes longer. Your Dimites, which are usually 50% heals, are now like 12%. They're functionally worthless. Your monomates, which are the fastest heals, are now like 2-3%. They are literally worthless. Phaleg is also incredibly fast, has an attack that stuns you, can dash up into the air if you try fighting her from above, which is still the advisable way to try to fight her, is be in the air. Like, it's ridiculous. As it should be. Zoop. What's up, Steven? Great weather today, huh? Let's talk. You see the result for the Happy Home Academy yet? Mine said so many bugs, which is cool. That's fair, man. That's very fair. Hi, Richie. But, like, for the lore context behind Phaleg, Episode 4, the Earth Saga, the ultimate villain of that saga is a guy that goes by the name of Adam, who has lived as long as humans have. Phaleg has lived just as long. Any of you familiar with the Bible probably know who Phaleg is from me saying that now. She's Eve, of Adam and Eve. Difference being, Adam thinks humans are flawed. They're stagnant. They've paused their evolution. They're no longer developing in any meaningful way and need to be reset and tried again. Phaleg believes in humanity. Believes in humanity's perfection in her eyes. That if humans were to just try a little harder, they could reach her level of perfection. That is the main difference. I could really use new pants, but there's really just nothing. I could always go with a skirt, but nah. Skirt doesn't work well with this top. These skirts just don't look good in general. I could actually go with this. I've worn shirts like this before. Technically, this is almost the shirts I've been wearing. Remove the buttons. This looks familiar enough. I'll wear this. But, yeah. I also... God, I love the storytelling of Episode 4. Make your usual route, Steven, or is this a special visit? Not that you ever need a reason to visit your favorite hedgehog shopkeepers. Because Episode 4 of PSO2 is like a masterclass in writing sympathetic villains. So, the first big bad is Mother Core. A group of people following an entity called Mother, who basically are seeking to take over the world. Now, they're doing this through spreading advanced communications. You know, high-speed communication. They're not doing anything overtly malicious. they're making the lives of people easier. But why? Well, the why of it comes in the phantasms they also end up creating. These phantasms are beings made of something called aether, which is very, very similar to the Phantasy Star resource of photons. Now, Mother Core's ultimate goal is to enter the Phantasy Star universe, because on Earth, well, PSO2 is a game. Mother's trying to get into that world. Now, why would she want to do this? Well, at the end of episode 3, you learn that the Photoners, the first people to explore space, the ones who created the Dark Falls, also ended up creating a clone of Xion, the Akashic Record. Basically, an omnipotent observer. They made a clone of her. And then when they realized they couldn't control her, because she was a living being who can't just be controlled, they dumped her into subspace. Or another way to put it, they dumped her into our universe. So what they did was they took this being, cloned from a very lonely being, and dumped it into a universe that at that time had no life. Mother, as she came to be known, was the impact that killed the dinosaurs, basically. Actually, no, technically she was long before that, but still, it's funny if you think of it that way. Because she is the moon. Mother is the moon. A small part of her, however, is on Earth. I'm sure that doesn't come up, though. But yeah, she is the moon, basically. So, really, all she wants is revenge against the Photoners. And very much sees the people of Earth as her children, to be protected. But she needs to use them to get, basically, dimensional coordinates to transport herself to the Phantasy Star universe and exact revenge on the Photoners who abandoned her. The Photoners are long dead. There's no one left for her to get revenge on. And when she learns that, she softens on everybody in the Phantasy Star universe, realizing they're all just as much victims to the Photoners as she is. She softens, but she doesn't stop. Because that's all she knows, is that anger. The people of Mother Core. There's only a couple who are overtly evil. Bathor. Bathor's one of them. Bathor is a Hollywood movie director who loves blowing things up and is downright psychotic. He would blow up the Earth as soon as he could, basically. Like, he couldn't be left alive, so he was killed by the other overtly evil one, which I cannot remember his first name, but Herbert is his last name. Never trust a Herbert. Goodness, fireworks show finally started. I don't know if I could take much more anticipation I could take. Starting to cheer every time I heard a door slam or a balloon pop. Let's make some memories. And, he's a doctor dude. Phaleg takes him as basically a pet to beat around and force to repent for his crimes. But the others, you get Ulk and Full. Ulk being... I believe it's Ulk. I get their names mixed up so much. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm getting it right, because they're both such precious characters. No, not you. Not her. Maybe I can find it through searching full. Yeah, Ulk is basically a mathematical genius who has no social skills whatsoever. She's awkward. She mathematically maps out everything. She's a genius. But she was alone. She had no friends. Because who wants to hang out with somebody who, you know, you ask if they want to go for a walk, and their response is, well, I 60% want to, but there's an 80% chance of rain, so we should 100% stay home. You know, would you really want to hang out with somebody like that? They're gonna drive you crazy, for one, and two, you couldn't ask them for advice without getting brutal truth, because Ulk has no social skills. You get full. Genius. Like, she's curious. She's always taking notes. She obsessively takes notes about literally everything. You could say hi to her, and she will obsessively take notes about exactly how you said hi to her. She equally has no social skills to speak of. Until being brought into Mother Core, she couldn't speak. She didn't know how. She knew how to write, but she didn't know how to speak. Mother took both of them under her wing. Mother sought out the loneliest and brought them into her fold, gave them positions of importance, taught them. And outside of Bathor and Herbert, I think it was Bathor anyway, like, they, you know, they flourished. They're not actually bad people. They're just lonely. And Mother gave them a place they belong. So of course when you show up seeking to stop Mother before you even know who Mother was, of course they want to stop you. Like, imagine that you finally find someplace you belong, and then somebody shows up wanting to destroy it and ruin everything after you finally started to fit in. You're not just gonna let them do that. But in the end, they save you and help you save the world, because they're not bad people. There is another one, and I kind of wish I could find, because I can't remember his name. Can I just find a list of Mother Core? That would help. No, that's a quest. Yes, Reza. I mean, there is Haggith. I forgot about him. He's obsessed. He's your typical military enthusiast. Given power to create military toys, he makes military toys. He redeems himself by cowering in the corner through most of the storyline, and then deciding that he's done being evil now, He's a complete philanthropist now. Please don't hurt him. Fireworks can't get you all the way revved up, but I can help you, Queen. Bahaha! It's very fair. Frisk is burying her food more, even though she literally already is having trouble with her food because she's buried it. What is the guy's name? I'm gonna need to get right to the end. Where is the guy's name? Can I maybe... This doesn't have a page, does it? No. Eritron! That's the guy's name. Basically, old lonely dude, who is the one who discovered Mother on the moon. He has no family. He has nothing. Mother is all he has. So of course he wants to help Mother too. And outright tells her that whether she's doing good or ill, doesn't matter. He promised he would be there with her, and he does not intend to break that promise. At some point through the story, after Mother fully repents and is willing to basically stop fighting, is willing to just be a guardian of Earth, look out for everybody, she seems happy to do that. Because this whole time, she's just been lonely. That's why her power, through Aether, is hyper-focused on communication. She can do high-speed communication better than Arcs can. Because all she's wanted is somebody. Adam takes advantage of this and kills her, leaving Eritron with no one to protect, but someone to avenge. So Eritron, Bull, and Ulk, right at the end, come to your aid. All would be lost if they hadn't shown up. And in that moment, they're the heroes. That is, like, the whole way, none of them, outside of the obvious villains, are villains. Like, Ophiel, Herbert, that's his first name, is Ophiel. He's a villain. He's using mind control the whole time to basically force one of your human companion, Yutsugi, to force her friend Cory to fight her and kill her. And none of them like that he's doing this, but Mother begrudgingly goes along with it, even though she doesn't care for it, because she wants her revenge, and she can't have her revenge as long as Hitsugi and yourself live. So, yeah. Mother redeems, as I may mention. Like, and it's just, I'm good now, Red. I've spent enough money. But yeah, it's such good villains. All blowers, pinwheels, popsicle, sparklers, cotton candy, more sparklers. We got a nice little bit of stuff. We want to talk with Isabel here, get ourselves a hat. The show has begun. Glad you made it. A little something for everyone as part of today's event. What do I get this time? Trying to spread the fireworks from wearing your flower bopper. So looks like I'll be wearing a flower bopper for a while. Now, Muffy's doing this responsibly. Snake, on the other hand, was trying to light the flowers on fire. Frickin' Snake. But yeah, I feel like I've rambled a long time today, but it hasn't even been all that long of an episode. Jeez, I was supposed to be like, wow, it's been like half an hour. No, it hasn't. Wow, okay. I was gonna end things off. What am I gonna do now? Fish during the fireworks? Fish during the fireworks. Yeah, so many games could learn from how PSO2 wrote just even episode 4 on how to do a sympathetic villain. Because, like, none of the villains outside of the actual villains that you're not asked to redeem, none of them are villains. They all redeem themselves. And by the end of it all, Eritron takes over as head of Mother Corps, seeking to use the power of the people in Mother Corps to truly better the world, as he believes Mother would want. Ulk and Full take on jobs as teachers at Hitsugi's school, after basically having become friends with Cory through her being in Mother Corps, and wanting to be friends with Hitsugi. Lucky Duck who found this. I was rereading my old notes on how to become a pop star and found this fab recipe. It's too good to keep to myself, so I threw it in this bottle to share. Showed off once it's done. The DIY pop star bubbles. Pop print door plate. I already know how to make one of those. Herbert gets taken by Phaleg to get beaten around. Her basically making mention that for his crimes, she is going to work him so hard that he will wish for death. She's already beat him to the point where he probably wished for death. So, you know, it's only fair, I suppose. He's at least not getting beaten anymore. Because the thing is, Ophiel also wants what Adam wants, which is humanity to be erased and the next stage of evolution to come. With them not really knowing what that means. Like, in Adam's mind, what that means is turning most everybody into armored knights with wings. That's his mind's evolution for humanity. Like, okay, my man, you do you, I guess. You know, like, what? That seems like devolving. But, yeah, what I was alluding to with there being a piece of Mother on Earth was after Mother is presumed dead and absorbed into Adam, Adam then summons basically God. And this God ends up basically teleporting your character back to your own universe, removing all of the weapons from Hitsugi and her allies. So Hitsugi, Cory, and Enga, they all lose their weapons because all of them are made of Aether. And this god basically starts going on about how it is Aether, it controls Aether, there's nothing you can do to stand in its way. Except Mother is Aether. And this god basically absorbs the power of the earth. It absorbs Mother, who then starts taking control of the Aether back, weakening it to the point where you, Hitsugi, Enga, and Cory can all fight it, and you yourself can make your way back. Ultimately, Mother does end up perishing in this fight. Kind of. I mean, she is still the moon. She is Aether, which is photons, but formed a bit differently. She can reform. It just takes a lot of effort and time. So she's not truly gone, but for anything living, she's functionally gone. She also gets to live on through a hybrid of aether and photons named Al. Which was Hitsugi's PSO2 character that got ripped into the real world somehow through basically an accident. I know I'm not doing the best job of explaining the story, and I'm kind of all over the place. If y'all want to see the story in its entirety, I've got some handy streams you can go watch. Or you can just go play the game for yourself. It's a pretty cool game. The stream that would have happened earlier today will probably have been more episode 5 content. Because, as a reminder for anyone who's watching this stuff, who might have randomly seen a stream earlier today and was like, wait, what? Yeah, it's because I didn't stream on Tuesday, so I'm streaming Sunday instead. This week only. I'll be right back on Tuesday for another stream as well. So. It'll be nice. I just hope my voice doesn't die on me. Because it honestly feels like my voice is dying on me already. Not gonna lie. I do apologize if I've sounded kind of dumb this entire time. Because, like, my voice is just not having it today for some reason. But I'm talking anyway. You can't stop me. Though I should probably get things ended off here because I have fished up a bit of a storm. Got a fair few fish. And I should probably rest my voice a bit. Because, yeah. Don't know exactly what's going on with it, but it's not happy, I know that much. So, let's come sell our fish. Our fish. I also hope you guys really don't mind this new way I have the webcam set up. As I may mention, this is just easier for me. So, I'm going the easy route, even though you guys can see all this crap around me. If I had a proper camera with just like a lens on it I could zoom in without needing it to be software related, it would probably be a lot easier because then I could just, you know, then everything would just be set up properly all the time. But like as it stands, if I were to restart my computer, it's a 50-50 shot of whether or not my webcam settings will stay. There's no permanently saving them. And adjusting it seems to mess with my computer somehow. It's weird. I don't like it. But yeah. That is going to be it for this one. So I'm going to come plop my butt down on the bench here in the plaza. I think Muffy might join me. Now she's still deciding. But yeah. With that, that's going to be it for this one. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then.